Welcome back, YouTubers. Today I'm going to talk about what I believe is one of the most significant issues facing the future of project management. So if you want to keep up with the conversation, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Today we are looking at dun dun dun, the rise of the machines. The impact of AI and machine learning on the future of project management. Let me start by asking you three questions. Why was the date, the 5th of December 2017, a significant day for AI and machine learning? What is exascale computing? And what does any of this have to do with project management? If you're a project manager and you don't know the answers to those three questions, I suggest you hang around because your career might depend on knowing them. So why is the 5th of December 2017 a significant date? For those of us who take even a cursory interest in the development of AI and machine learning, or what we call ML, the 5th of December 2017 was a pretty special day. On that day, one computer beat another computer at the top chess engine championship. Now I know what you're thinking. You're saying, so what? Computers have been winning at chess ever since Deep Blue beat the chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov on the 10th of February 1996. Well, first of all, let me say, I'm impressed. Not many people know that. But why the 5th of December 2017 was so important is that it was the Rocky Balboa Apollo Creed matchup of the computer chess world. So let's get ready to rumble! In this corner, we have Stockfish 8, a computer coded with hundreds of thousands of hours of open source coding. A program designed specifically for one purpose, to play chess. A computer with the computing power to run through a Monte Carlo tree search of 70 million potential moves per second. And the reigning world champion, having come first or second in 9 out of the last 14 seasons. And in this corner, we have AlphaZero, a computer that has never been programmed to play chess. A computer that's been given no access to previous information or endgame tables and has only been programmed with the rules of the game. A computer that is in fact self-taught, with the capacity to only search through 80,000 moves per second. AlphaZero was given 13 hours to teach itself the game, and during those 13 hours, AlphaZero was only allowed to play against itself and run an internal analysis to review its own performance. On the day of the tournament, AlphaZero played 100 time-controlled games against Stockfish 8. The result? A winner by knockout, AlphaZero with 28 wins, 0 losses, and 72 draws. So AlphaZero, an AI-based computer, had used machine learning to comprehensively beat a traditionally programmed computer at its own game. So how did it do this? Well, in layman's terms, it used intuition instead of logic. So instead of crashing its way through millions of if-then options, it learned from its experience, using a plan, do, check and act process for continuous improvement. It made value judgments based on its own experience and decided which of the options presented the best chance of success. In other words, AlphaZero started to think like a human, and in terms of machine learning, this was a massive step forward. So hold on to that thought, because we'll come back to it. Let's move on to the next question. What is exascale computing? Well, basically, this is the fastest computing that the human race has ever developed. But rather than just try and tell you what it is, we're going to do a little test. I'm going to give you exactly 1 second to answer 10 very simple maths questions. They'll come up on the screen, so watch carefully, and I'll even count you in. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so how did you go? Did you manage to get all the answers? Now, if you manage to get all 10 of these, then you have a computing power of 10 to the first power per second. And I might say, that is very impressive for a human. Now, an exascale computing system is capable of doing a quintillion floating point calculations per second. That's 10 to the 18th power. Feeling a bit stupid yet? Yeah, me too. But I can hear you say, but surely that type of power being available to most users is in the distant future, right? Even now, the US government is spending $1.8 billion on the development of 3 exascale supercomputers, which they anticipate will be operating by 2021. And the US is in a race against China, who already have 3 working prototypes. as well as Japan and India, who have committed billions of dollars to developing exascale computers within the next 3 years. So you tell me, is this something that's really in the distant future? So what does all this mean for project managers? Well, since the inception of our profession, we've been shaped by the iron triangle. If you're like me, when you're trying to explain what a project manager actually does, you will, sooner or later, revert to using the iron triangle of time, cost and quality to help explain your role. And this simple idea has served us well for decades, but will it serve us well in the future? Let's have a look at how AI and machine learning might impact on the core roles of planning, monitoring and controlling projects. And let's start with time. Based on what I've told you about the progress of AI and machine learning, do you think it's within the realms of possibility that a computer could interpret drawings and specifications, schedule out a program, monitor that schedule in real time, and then make adjustments to the forecast as well as reprogram to achieve an optimal critical path? If so, how long do you think it is before we have computers that can do this? Is it 5 years away? Maybe only 3 years away? Actually, try last year. I recently watched a demonstration of a first-gen PM AI, where a computer, using only the BIM model, scheduled the entire construction program. Now when you couple this with the rise of LiDAR-enabled drones and site-based bots with the ability to traverse every aspect of the site to capture and monitor progress, then the idea of a computer being able to complete most of the time elements of project management is already becoming a reality. Now I can hear you say, yes, but what about using that information to assess contractual issues like extensions of time claims? Surely AI can't do that. Here's an interesting fact. AI is already being used to predict the outcome of legal cases at the European Court of Human Rights with a 79% accuracy. AI is doing legal research, undertaking legal due diligence in merger and acquisition deals. It's able to identify errors in legal documents and even test legal arguments against recent case law and existing legal precedent. Do you still think the PM's ability to review and assess EOT claims is unassailable? Okay, so that's time gone from the triangle. What about cost? Well, unfortunately for us project managers, that's the easy one. Computers linked to the internet will very easily be able to attribute cost to materials, transport and installation. When coupled with its own self-generated program, it's feasible to believe that an AI-based program will know exactly when to order what product. Using machine learning functionality, it's not unreasonable then to see that same computer able to search the internet for the best available price, send the order to the optimal supplier, and ultimately reduce the cost of construction. So if you're counting on your skills as a cost estimator to keep you in the game, well, all I can say is, I'm sorry. So that leaves us with quality. I was recently shown how smart glasses, which can be worn by building inspectors, can assist them with building inspections, checking for compliance of plans and even referencing the quality standards based on, at that time, a very limited database. But it won't be long before they don't need a person to walk around the job site. Why not just set these smart glasses up like a CCTV? Or better yet, build them straight into the building itself, so that they can be used to monitor the long-term health of the building. Unfortunately, that's quality gone. So there you have it. All the activities associated with the iron triangle being undertaken by AI and ML within the foreseeable future. So what does that mean for us, who've invested so much of our time in perfecting the skills and competencies used to achieve the iron triangle definition of success? On time, under budget, and to the required quality. Well, I think we're standing on the cusp of a significant shift in our profession. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think we're going to achieve a Skynet type singularity event anytime soon. But I do think we need to start some serious discussion about how we will redefine, retool and retrain ourselves very soon, or we risk becoming blacksmiths in the age of the automobile. So what should we do about it? Well, why not start by watching my video, PM 2.0, Rethinking the Profession, and let's get the discussion underway. This has been another presentation from Enso Consulting. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I'm Dr. Greg. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you again soon.